The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers reveal that a series of dramatic and unexpected events will occur when Thomas returns, bringing profound changes to the relationships and lives of the main characters. Thomas's return not only marks a major turning point in the story, but also brings old conflicts to a head, creating an uncompromising confrontation. When Thomas's mother, Taylor, returns to town, Thomas' return is also inevitable. With his return, Thomas will bring emotional storms, not only to his family, but also to everyone involved, especially Hope. The relationship between Thomas and Hope has long been a controversial topic, and this reunion promises to explode the pent-up emotions from both sides. Hope will be shocked to meet her ex-lover in a completely different situation. This time Thomas not only returns with a clear goal, but also brings with him a strong determination to protect his family and honor. No longer the conflicted and emotionally driven man he once was, Thomas' return is a strong statement that he is willing to fight to the end to get what is his, even if it means confronting Hope, the person he once loved. The actor who plays Thomas has shared with fans that he is happy to be back and promises that the upcoming scenes will not disappoint the audience. One of the most shocking scenes he mentioned is the fight between Thomas and the women of the Logan family, including Hope. With his new determination and strength, Thomas will not hesitate to confront Hope directly, especially in the latest collection they collaborated on. This is not only a competition for work, but also a battle of loyalty and affection, as Thomas is determined to protect his family at all costs. What surprised the audience the most was probably Thomas's decision to remove Hope from the company. No longer the man torn between love and responsibility, Thomas chose the path of protecting his family and his pride. The sudden dismissal of Hope was not only a huge shock to her, but also showed that Thomas had truly put an end to what had happened between them. This was a strong action that proved that Thomas had completely shaken off the past and was ready to move on without Hope by his side. But that was not all. Thomas decided to go further when he announced that he would marry Paris. This event would be a fatal blow to Hope, who had hoped for a reconciliation between them. Although Hope tried to beg Thomas not to give up on her, all her efforts were in vain. Thomas not only refused, but also showed that in his eyes, Hope was now nothing more than an enemy of his family. How could Hope continue after losing everything? Will she be able to stand up and find the strength to overcome these wounds, or will she be crushed by the losses that Thomas has caused? Thomas, who has been caught up in countless troubles and stress, now faces a huge shock when he discovers that Hope is trying to seduce Finn, Steffi's husband. This news is like a knife stabbing the pride and honor of Thomas, who has always loved and protected his family. Hope's approach to Finn is not only a betrayal of Steffi, but also an act that directly threatens the happiness of his sister's family. Thomas cannot stand by and watch Hope destroy Steffi's life, and he decides to take action to stop this. Unable to bear the thought that Hope could destroy Steffi's family, Thomas immediately goes to see Hope to confront her. The meeting between the two is full of tension, when Thomas does not hesitate to give Hope a harsh warning about her actions. He wants her to understand that seducing Finn is not only wrong, but can have serious consequences for everyone involved. But what shocks Thomas the most is Hope's arrogance and lack of remorse. Instead of acknowledging her mistakes, Hope seems to believe that what she is doing is right, and that she has the right to get revenge on Steffi in her own way. Hope believes that Steffi took Thomas away from her, and this has led to the collapse of Hope's personal life. Now Hope decides to use her own pain to get back at Steffi by seducing Finn. For Hope, making Steffi experience the same loss and pain she feels is a way to regain control of her life. However, Thomas could not accept this behavior of Hope. When faced with her unrepentant attitude, the anger in Thomas exploded. He could not control his emotions and slapped Hope. This slap was not only a stern warning, but also an expression of Thomas's despair and helplessness when seeing the person he once loved become so cruel and selfish. This action hurt Hope, not only physically but also mentally, when she realized that Thomas had completely turned his back on her. But even after this incident, Hope still did not change her mind. She believed that revenge on Steffi was the only way for her to overcome her own pain. For Hope, everything had gone beyond the limits of reason, and she no longer cared about the consequences of what she was doing. This attitude of hope made Thomas even more worried. When he realized that she had lost her sanity and was rushing down a path of self-destruction, Thomas now faces a huge challenge. How can he get Hope back on track before things get worse? He understands that only love and patience can help Hope realize her mistakes and get back on track. But does Thomas have the strength and patience to save the situation, or will things continue to slide into revenge and hatred?